Welcome to the Jump into Action training module. I'm Ann Cohen, a state nutrition specialist and registered dietitian with the University of Missouri Extension. I co-developed Jump into Action with Dr. Steve Ball. Jump into Action is a team-taught nutrition and physical activity program for 5th grade students. The team is composed of the physical education teacher, the school nurse, classroom teachers, and parents. The way the team works is that the physical education teacher uses physical activity lessons and pedometers to help students increase their physical activity time. The classroom teacher teaches the nutrition lessons and uses instructional materials to help students make better food choices. The school nurse teaches the lesson on growth and development to help students understand the rapid changes that are going on during their adolescence. Parents are involved as well to support their children as they examine their physical activity and eating behaviors and set goals to improve those choices. So together, the team encourages students to be more physically active and to make food choices for a healthy weight. Jump into Action fits easily into the curriculum. There are 7 classroom lessons that can be taught once or twice a week. There are monthly checkups to help reinforce the goals and behaviors that the students have set during the school year. It is best to start Jump into Action at the beginning of the school year so it allows enough time for the students to make the changes and to reinforce those new behaviors. The program begins with a pre-program questionnaire before any lessons are taught, and a newsletter is sent home to the families to engage them as well in the Jump into Action program. The lessons then are taught. 7 nutrition lessons are taught by the classroom teacher and 13 during the PE period by the PE teacher. By the end of October, the teachers have finished teaching the lessons and the post-program questionnaire is administered. Then during the months of November and December, pedometers are transferred to be used during the classroom time, during the school day. And the students continue to monitor the goals they have set with monthly goal checkups. From January to April, the students continue to wear pedometers in the classroom, but they also wear them home so that they can monitor the amount of time that they're physically active in the after-school hours. Also, the students continue to complete their monthly goal checkups. Finally, in May, when the program is finished, a program evaluation is completed by the classroom teacher, the physical education teacher, and the school nurse. Each of the lessons in Jump into Action have been aligned with the grade level expectations for 5th grade for all of the subjects of math, social studies, language arts, science, and health. The components of Jump into Action include student activity books. The student activity books are a colorful magazine that the students can write in with the nutrition lessons that include how to make food choices on the food sizes of the way the food is increased in size or smaller sizes, and with that educational materials, instructional materials that will help you teach those lessons. There are other lessons, for example, on fiber in food, how to increase fruits and vegetables. In addition to the student activity books, the classroom teachers are provided a teacher's guide, as well as the physical education teachers and the school nurse. The teacher's guide contains background information to help teaching each of the lessons that go along with the student magazine. The instructional materials, examples are, there are cards, for example, for the lesson on being size-wise. So a large hamburger versus a small hamburger, and the information for the students that the students can use is that in a small hamburger there are 10 grams of fat. We provide fat cubes that are used as examples of the amount of grams of fat, so the students would count out 10 grams of fat for the small burger. Then when they look at the large burger that has 72 grams of fat, they would add 62 more of the fat cubes to demonstrate how much more fat that they're eating when they choose to eat the 8-ounce burger versus the 1.5-ounce burger. In addition to looking at fat in food, students also have an opportunity to look at the amount of sugar that is in the food they're eating. So if they make a choice to eat a small oatmeal raisin cookie, they're consuming about 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. But if they're eating the large oatmeal raisin cookie, that's 13, nearly 14 teaspoons of sugar. So we have sugar packets that the students can count out. So when they're eating the small cookie, there's about 1 packet of sugar in that cookie. But when they eat the large cookie, there's 13 more. And so the number of packets stacks up and really visually demonstrates how much more sugar they're choosing to eat when they eat the larger size versus the smaller size. Assessment and evaluation is included as part of the program. This will help teachers see that the students are making changes and their choices are improving by the students answering questions about what their current goals are and their current behaviors and what their new goals and behaviors are relative to the time that they've spent with the program. Pedometers are an important part of the program, and Dr. Ball will talk to you about how the pedometers are placed and used with the program. We also have classroom activity cards. Those cards include activities that can be done throughout the classroom, throughout the school day, and requiring different amounts of space, but during activity during the classroom period. For the students to be recognized for the amount of physical activity that they're engaging in, we provide the Presidential Active Lifestyle Award. The students record the amount of time that they're active, and after that recording period, they're provided with an award that you can give them during an assembly or a time to recognize the students' activity levels. And finally, the family newsletters, a really important component of the program because engaging the families so that the behaviors the students are learning and doing in the classroom and at school are continued in the home as well. We bring the program to 5th grade students because at this age, students are beginning to understand the cause and effect relationships. As well, they are beginning to make independent decisions about their food choices and the physical activity that they do each day. So it's a critical time and an important time to teach students the opportunities that they have to be more physically active and make better food choices. We certainly know that food choices are all around us, and when the students see the large sizes of food that's very available and accessible in the XXL sizes, we know that this factor is one of the contributing ones toward childhood obesity, and the Jump Into Action lessons certainly help the students make decisions about the size of the food that they're eating. Thank you for watching this section of the Jump Into Action training module.